exes. That's not in our, wait, maybe that's not in our story. Hold on. All right. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. You already know what's going on. It's a little reaction because we don't do nothing else. But we're gonna change it up. I got some pranks coming up, and I'm planning a, what's the thing called? You know, when you set people up like a little blind date type of thing. Yeah, I'm trying to do that. Car vibe and everything, mics and everything. I can get y'all set up. But today we're reacting to exes. We're reacting to Skin Deep. You already know what that is. Like sad exes that link up and they be all hoo 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 and all that extra shit. Yep. Listen to that. See if we could vibe and, you know, connect with our emotions and all that gay shit. But apart from that, let's get into it.
If you could go back to the first time we met and give yourself advice about being in a relationship with me, what would it be and why?
Run, girl.
Oh my God.
Run.
I fuck with her eyes.
I'm serious. And
I know.
I'm
oh
serious.
My gosh.
Not that I know. That's crazy.
Obviously, at the time that I met you, you know, I feel like we both wanted different things. Like, obviously, in the beginning, I didn't want a relationship.
Yeah.
But as I spent time with you, you know, I grew the feelings for you. I wanted the relationship, and you just weren't there.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt like at times I was fighting by myself for a relationship that you did not want. And then as time went on, then you decided to fight for the relationship, and I kind of like zoned out at that point. So even when we did end up trying, it was like, you know, it was a mess.
It was a lot, yeah.
Yeah,
I completely understand that.
I would just tell her, just leave from the moment the roller coaster started. Just girl, run fast.
I think for me, I would say lean in. For me, I think not being scared of, you know, relationships or fear of love. And if somebody says that they love you and, you know, they're trying to show you that they love them, allow that, you know, allow yourself to receive. I think I wasn't in a place to really receive it because I didn't know what that looked like for me. And I didn't really know how to receive love in that way. And just having somebody, you know, that, you know, wanted something from me out of pure intention. You know, a lot of people, they want.
See, that's why I want to watch shit like this, because I feel like maybe it like, I'm only watching shit like this so I can see if I connect to it on a different level. Because I also feel like, I don't know what, I guess love is. I mean, we grown, so it's like, yeah, it is what it is. We're just going to keep watching it.
Things
we might talk about it in this podcast, so stay tuned.
For their own malicious reasons, and I'm more used to that as opposed to just, you know, people just wanting to be around you. So I would definitely say just lean in more, you know, take time and just go with the journey. Like let it take you.
That's what he meant.
Let it take you wherever it's gonna go. Yeah.
How do you describe our relationship to others?
Ooh. It's its own unique thing. I think it's something that we figured out how it works. We can't always explain it to people, but we know each other. It's like we had that friend where it's like you give them that look and they know what you're saying without you saying it. I think for us, that's kind of how it is. I think it's one where we're still figuring out like how that works, you know, with friendship and just, you know, post everything with life. Just trying to maneuver it on our own.
Her eyes is sick. No dick around shit.
In the way that we see fit and is comfortable for us.
I agree.
What about you?
I think it's very unordinary, to say the least.
Sure.
Obviously, we're not together anymore, but we care about each other a lot. Some people have disagreements about us continue to speak outside of the relationship. But I think that me and you both understand where we are. So I think that's all that matters. You know, what we decide to continue to do versus the outside world.
I agree. It's for us to decide on that one. What's one experience you wish we never had and why? Go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, he looks sad and shit. He looks sad. I feel bad for the little bro.
One experience I wish we never had was your birthday.
Oh, God.
I feel like that was the worst time ever, because, you know, pretty much, you know, you invited me to go out and celebrate your birthday with you.
She looks so sad. That's crazy.
You had another female friend who was very flirtatious with you and very all over you.
Yeah.
And you decided to walk this young lady outside, and apparently you guys kissed. And when I questioned you about it, you lied to me. And it hurt my feelings because I planned so much for your birthday. Yeah. Obviously, we stayed together that night, and you still like laid next to me and you lied. And then you continue to lie like a week later still.
Yeah, I don't know why niggas do that. I don't get it. Can't even make no excuses for bruh, but it's like, I feel like we're just so used to, like everybody's used to lying nowadays, but I feel like, I don't know why, it's common for niggas to do like shit like that and just be okay with it. I feel like that shit would eat me the fuck up. But who fucking knows? That's crazy though. Cause it's like looking at it from the shorty perspective, like, oh yeah, I had this much planned for you, da 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 da, and then you did all this, and now we fucked. That's crazy, bro.
And then just decided to finally, like, admit to me that was the case. And even when you admitted to me, you didn't even allow me time to process the situation. Yeah. You're just like, oh, I did this, and like, Joanne, forgive me. So I feel like you just didn't give me the space, so.
That was the worst thing I've ever done when it comes to relationship. Like, it was kind of when we first started dating, and that doesn't excuse it, but I didn't set the right boundaries. I wasn't paying attention. I allowed certain things in my space that I shouldn't have. And to this day, that's my, if I had any regrets, that's the biggest one. Not probably, that's the biggest one, because literally that day changed the whole outcome for everything else.
That's crazy. At least he man enough to admit that shit though. Some niggas should be all simsarus about the situation, like they just didn't do nothing. But yeah.
Like I could understand why, certain feelings have not, we haven't got past certain things. I can understand why it's not certain resolutions. I can understand, why you may not ever want to be together again. And that's cool. I get, me, I'm a very understanding person. And I give you time to heal and, do what you got to do. But obviously I was, screwing up stuff and not really in the right mind. So yeah, for me, that's the experience for sure.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie, I need to do one of these, but this ain't about me right now. We just gonna heal real quick.
Why do you think we are still friends?
Because I think at the end of the day,
do y'all even think it's okay to be friends with y'all exes? I feel like if y'all could be, I think it's okay, right? It's just, I feel like it's based on how the relationship ends. If that makes sense.
You know my heart, you know what I mean? I know your heart. And I think also like, we know that we're gonna come to each other's rescue. You know what I'm saying? Like we really, really need it. Like it's, that's just what it is. And I think because that's a choice that we made. You know what I mean? That's a choice that we decided upon. Is like, even if we're not able to be with each other in this capacity, like it's still, even though negative is happening, still a lot of good that's come out of this. You know what I mean? So I believe that that's why we're still, friends.
For me, I think the same thing. Like, we genuinely do care about each other. Could it be a little codependent? Maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, I guess just navigating through that circumstances and just having better boundaries. Because obviously, like, if you decide to start dating or if I decide, to go my way, then, we have to be respectful of whoever the next individual will be in our life.
Right.
So.
Right.
I think we have been,
That's where it could fuck up y'all little bond or whatever. I still feel like you can manage having an ex in a relationship. I don't know if y'all agree, but I feel like you can.
I know you say codependent. You said that before. I don't necessarily think it's codependency because we can live life without each other. I think for us, we have brought the best out of each other. You know what I mean? Like I feel like you hit like another level, you know what I mean? Of you being able to be vocal, you being able to put your foot down, you being able to set boundaries, and then loving yourself, you know what I mean? I think us being the type of people that we overextend for other people, you know, and both of us seeing that in each other, I think that helped us realize, okay, well, let's take time for each other. So at the end of the day, we both, I believe, respect that about each other. And we're just, you know, we're just trying to figure it out, you know?
Okay.
So, yeah. What are you hesitant to tell me and why?
This should be
At this moment, I think I'm very hesitant to share with you that obviously I still care for you and I still love you, but I genuinely don't know if we would be able to like rekindle anything. I do feel like that you want that. It may not be right now, but I do feel like down the line that's something you look forward to or like would hope for. But I just feel like I'm in a different space. And I love you a lot. Like, obviously, you know that. But, you know, it's hard to get past certain things that happen in our relationship and obviously where we are now. So.
Yeah, and I understand that, and I accept that. I think for me, I'm not really hesitant to tell you anything. I think for me, I'm always pretty open with you. I always have been to tell you how I feel, tell you what I think and things like that. So I understand that. I wouldn't necessarily say hopeful, but you know, you don't know. You know, you don't know. So I guess just that not knowing does, you kind of gnaw at me sometimes. But I'm always open. I always tell you what's up. Like, you know, that's just how I've always been. So.
Yes, we shall see.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, that's it, really. That's it.
What do you feel is the biggest challenge to our relationship right now, and what should we do about it?
I think it's still like some resentment and some things, like, or I think it's still some lingering feelings about the past. So I think until we're able to, you know, I think for me, you know, and that's why I'm here, is like reconciliation, being able to reconcile about some things and come to peace and forgiveness on some things. So for me, that's the main thing. And I think that's the hardest thing. That's why we bump heads so much sometimes, because, you know, you're adamant how you feel. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I think because how you feel and because how I feel, and like both of us feeling like maybe we didn't get a chance to speak our mind in some places, like now I have to say how I feel. Like I won't, you know, and I know you being a person where you were not a very vocal person to now you are vocal, like you have to say how you feel because you don't want to be, you know, looked over or anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, because obviously at times, like, I would try to talk to you even when, you know, I couldn't per se, and you wouldn't listen. You know, it was more so like your voice had to be heard. And when I tried to express my voice, like, you know, it was kind of like put to the back burner. So now, like, obviously, you know, at times I scream because it's like, you're not listening. I need you to listen to what I'm saying. So
it's just so
I don't know. I think
sad.
just a lot of different things happened, and
I feel like maybe I watched this shit just to see like the connection between opposite sex and how it's so, I guess, sex. I don't know. This shit is just, I don't know. I don't really fuck with people, so it's like that's my only interaction with people. So
I feel like I've been trying to be your friend, and I feel like you don't want that, you know, or you're not willing to accept that friendship, because you said, you know, little slick remarks. Oh my gosh, I can't wait till you get a man so you can leave me alone, and you know, stuff
I mean,
like that.
that's funny though.
And that's hurtful. You laughing, but it's not funny, you know, because I genuinely want, you know, to be your friend, and
Like,
but
sometimes he can't handle. I feel like sometimes we can't handle being your friend after shit like that happens. So you can't really blame the bruv. Like, it is what it is.
it just sucks because I feel like maybe that's not in our story, you know.
And you know, I'm always open to being your friend. I think for me, just still dealing with, you know, emotions, you know, just like you might be dealing with from the relationship, and you know things that I struggle with. You know what I mean? I think still having some of that in the back of my mind is like, okay, well, I don't want to put my, you know, I want to be a friend, but then my feelings are still sensitive. I'm still healing, so I'm still trying to figure out how to, you know, how to kind of walk that line. And you know, that's not normal. You know what I mean? It's not always normal. But, you know, that's for us to figure out. But I'm also at a point now where I just kind of just go with it. Like I just go wherever it goes. So
Okay.
that's where I'm at. Why do you love me?
It's gonna be
I love
good.
you because you are always there for me. You are very selfless. Literally will drop anything at the moment that I call you, like to rescue me. Like even when I was having bad cycles, you would literally come bring me soup or bring me anything like that I asked for. So you just loving me the way that you do, it makes me want to love you and just be there for you as much as I can because you extended yourself to me, so I want to do the same. If this were to be our last conversation ever, what would you never want me to forget?
That I love you and that I want the best for you. You know, at the end of the day, that's it. You know, and I know you gave it.
Straight to the point. I love
accept
it.
all that you've given. I see you. I recognize all the work that you put in. I know sometimes you don't think that I do, but I see everything that you've done. I know that you tried your best, and I'm cool. I'm at peace with it. So.
I agree. I would want you to know that I love you as well and that I obviously want always the best for you. I want you to be the best version of yourself.
Damn,
I want you to
she's
fight for yourself. And I just want you to know that I love you.
Yeah, love you too, man. It's all good.
I'm so sad.
all right. All right. All right. If y'all enjoyed that, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and just know that I love y'all. The ones that do support me, or everybody that watch the channel, because you're a supporter. If you even if you're not trying to be, but comment what y'all want me to react to. I'm down to do more shit like this. Make sure y'all subscribe, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Peace.